Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, we figured out what we gotta do. Oh, right.
Oh no.
It's
in the second page, so it would have been two either way.
I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, you know the. Okay, so he sneezes on it. That's a great idea.
Alright, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints.
No, it's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe.
Oh! I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor?
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle powder on the cloth, and once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
What are you, my mom? I don't want to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with.
How do you do this again?
Oh.
I have to choose one.
Top to bottom. I think I can already see it. Whoosh.
The bottom and the left side. Yeah.
There we go. Damon Gant. Wait, that's not.
That is not Damon Gant. Mike, it's not Jake. It's not Bruce. It's so close. Really close to Lana. Hold up. That's Emma's.
He would incriminate her in the killings if Lana didn't do what he said. No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match.
It was you! You're the murderer! Gumshoe, take her in! Oh, it's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Psst, hey you, over here.
You just...
What's going on here? What are the kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Don't ask me! Let's just keep this information from Emma for now.
Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
Piece of cloth.
Well, was I any help?
Of course.
No.
Thanks to your ID card, the crushed ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right? You in the coat? Chief Gant!
We didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then, I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir?
Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore.
But, sir...
Now get out!
Yes, sir!
We'll be on our way too, then.
Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Oh,
me,
fuck.
Sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But sir, I'm not a scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair. You're free to go.
Right?
Oh,
Hey.
fuck.
There go my cats. Goddamn.
Look, pal, if I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it.
Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she kept eerily silent about it all this time?
Anyway, you listen to me. I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal.
Okay, now we need to confront Lana about this.
After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day. Yep, because he's framing her now, so it's his... what a bastard. I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. Oh. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story.
And start stabbing at the glass.
I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, whom, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of. What's this person's name? Obviously, it's Jan.
Jake Marshall.
Well, Miss Skye? Mr. Wright, you are addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Jant's name was never mentioned? Chief Jant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was... me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Jant. If you intend to accuse Chief Jant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Jant falsified evidence in that case. What do you think? The what? Oh, the list. I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Jant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate in the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Although, I can't tell you the details, I can say I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car.
It started to move. I thought he was a zombie.
The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, This knife was stuck in it. The knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him, so I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife? That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand.
And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand?
Yes. It seems that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then... she saw me just as I plunged the knife in.
And took
Miss
a
Starr.
picture of it.
Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly?
It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible.
So, you hid Dark's knife?
The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with it.
So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgeworth's exhaust pipe.
Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what happened, and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler.
You asked Emma?
I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this.
That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them the other day. Oh, her. A bad feeling?
The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall.
To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him?
Yeehaw!
The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust, or at least I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own.
Oh, you mean...
Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands.
with Officer Beacons! He disguised
God.
himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence.
He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared.
So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room? I wish I could just record all of this and, like, just play it as evidence.
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
But Lana!
You've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow.
Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in Chief's office 2 years ago. To be continued. Dun 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 dun. Save.
Jose.
Wahoo!
Wahoo, if you will.
Alright, this is it. Only like 5 to 10 more episodes of this and we'll be done, baby. This is the defendant.
As long as we're not messing up too much, then yeah.
There's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma? Oh. Something's been happening behind the scenes. Oh, it's him.
Oh,
Edgeworth!
knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 777 ID number is.
Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out.
You know the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday? Because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. That number does belong to whom you suspect, and no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything.
True, not yet.
In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes, right, and Chief Prosecutor Skye will be found guilty.
But she didn't do it!
I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here to hear what you have to say.
This is the
first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her.
The truth?
Everything goes back to the SL9 incident.
Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past.
That depends on you.
What?
If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
I'll think about it. See you in court, Wright?
Yeah, I will see you, Edge. Damn it. This is it. If I'm ever gonna find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now.
It's now or tomorrow. Wait.
So yeah, Chief Gant probably took them away and is just gonna probably either kill them or just make it even worse.
I know he's gonna kill them. He's just gonna make things worse for us. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Normally this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. But before that, the police chief had a proposal to make.
Chief Gant!
Aha, I'm a ghost. Morning, folks. How's everyone doing? Hey, Haji. Been back to the pool yet?
No, I've been drowning enough as it is in my work.
Drowning in puss, am I right, Judge? Oh, that's a
Unfortunately,
good
yes.
one. Don't think I can top that.
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal of yours?
Lana, that is to say, the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court.
She wants to do what?
Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she should be granted her request. In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
'Cause he's holding Emma hostage.
Yep. What is it all about, defendant?
I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request?
Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial.
Huh?
I confess to all charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman. No, you didn't. In the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. No! Lana!
Lana!
You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services. But Lana! Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please.
Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. The request is legally valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there is no further need to continue this trial, even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise.
This can't be happening!
It appears the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant...
Come on, Edgeworth! Step in! Yeah!
One moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth! The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you, but why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut,
I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant.
What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes? Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be.
Huh?
With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal struck behind the scenes.
Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy.
I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness. Oh? To whom? As its first witness, prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Sky. I request the court hears her testimony.
Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue.
I don't care what you think, Miss Sky.
Ah,
The exposure of the truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
alright, well that's all the time we have for today. Fucking Edgeworth pulling out the good shit. Here we go. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Adios.